Now, I'm going to tell the story, and I'm hoping that you're going to laugh with me and not at me. Although my feeling is it's going to be the latter of the two. It's not uncommon at my house. I live on a dead-end road. There's just four of us on that dead-end street. The road between us, there's four houses. The road between us, I'm on the west side. I have a neighbor that lives on the east side, and then catty corner to me on the northeast side is a house, and then next to me on my side, just north of me, is another house on my side of the road. Well, it's not uncommon for me. Matter of fact, I try to do this every morning, unless I leave for work really early. It's not uncommon for me to go out about 6 o'clock in the morning and get the newspaper. Well, not only do I get the newspaper for me, but I get one for the gentleman across the road from me and the lady that's catty corner from me. My neighbor to the north doesn't get the paper. So here I am at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm going out to pick up my newspaper. Well, I pick up the paper, and now I'm going to go across the road and pick up my neighbor's paper, put his on the porch, then I'm going to throw one on my catty corner neighbor, throw one up on her porch, and then I'm going to pick hers up and come home. That's the plan. So I pick up the paper. I'm now walking across the road to pick up my neighbor's paper. Well, I get this faint smell of a skunk. Well, I can't tell you the number of times I've had a skunk surprise me. So I get this faint smell of a skunk, and I'm thinking, you know what, I don't want any surprises, because when I walk around the corner of my neighbor's house, I don't want that skunk to be standing there, and, well, no surprises. So, in my great wisdom, I thought, well, I need to scare this thing off. So I start taking the two newspapers I have in hand, my newspaper and my neighbor's, and I'm banging them together, and I'm whistling and stomping my feet and hoping that I'm scaring it off. And then I thought, wait a minute. I know skunks, one of their natural enemies is an owl. So I thought, hey, I'm going to do the right thing here. Hoo, hoo, hoo. I'm walking around in my neighbor's driveway. Hoo, hoo, hoo. I'm thinking, man, surely this thing's gone. So I stick my head around the corner, and I don't see a skunk, and I'm thinking, man, maybe this worked. So I threw the paper on my neighbor's back porch, and now I'm going to proceed with the other newspaper, go to my neighbor that's catty corner to me while I'm on that side of the street, and throw the paper on her porch. Well, as I'm walking toward her house across one of the yards, I still smell that skunk, and it's getting a little bit stronger. Whoo, whoo, whoo. I'm thinking, man, I got to get rid of this thing. And then in my computer-like scientific calculating mind, I'm thinking, wait a minute. Not only is a skunk natural enemy, not only is his natural enemy an owl, but I think I read somewhere that hawks like to attack skunks as well. Whoo, whoo, whoo. I'm walking around the neighborhood, 6 o'clock in the morning. Whoo, whoo, whoo. And I throw the paper up on her porch, and now I'm going to commence to go back to my house. So on the way out, I'm picking up my neighbor's newspaper, and that's my paper now. And I'm, whoo, whoo, and then I thought to myself, oh no. It's not uncommon for my neighbor to the north of me to be standing out there with their dog on a leash, letting it do its business. So I go in the house, I confront my lovely bride and say, baby, I'm not 3 inches from her face. I say, look, there may be some rumors going on around the neighborhood that your husband's having a breakdown, and I just want you to know, here's the story. Whoo, whoo. Now, that was on a Wednesday. Now let's fast forward to Thursday morning. Same process. Except this time, it's a little earlier in the morning. Well, the process isn't going to happen because the paper's not there yet. Well, my lovely bride loves to make breakfast for me before I leave in the morning. So, while I'm getting myself together to leave for work, she makes my breakfast. Well, I noticed that she was starting to step outside. She was going to go out to our outbuilding where we have a freezer. Evidently, she didn't have any bread inside, so she goes outside to go to the freezer out in the portable building we have, or modular building, whatever they call it. But anyway, I noticed when she opened the door, I sensed a faint smell of the skunk. She never said a word. She just went and out to the building and was walking towards out there. Well, you know, me being the protective, loving husband that I am, I'm thinking, man, I can't be having that skunk spraying my wife. I am the protector. The only thing I could think to do was stick my head out the door and go, hoo, hoo, hoo. True story.